Hello and welcome to Keep God Simple. This is what the Holy Spirit has been laying upon me for right now. That's what I always do. So let's talk about the hierarchy. I love to remind everybody about this. God first, everything else second. It's as simple as that. Let's not start to complicate our lives. Because as we know, it starts to bring on stress and it starts a rippling effect for yourself and everybody in your family. So today's Bible verse is Defiant and Deflecting. We're going to be reading Genesis 4, 1 through 16.
Genesis chapter 4. The man knew Eve his wife. She conceived and gave birth to Cain and said, "I've got my man with the Lord's help." Again she gave birth to Cain's brother Abel. Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. As time passed, it happened that Cain brought an offering to the Lord from the fruit of the ground. Abel also brought some of the firstborn of his flock and of its fat. The Lord respected Abel and his offering, but he didn't respect Cain and his offering. Cain was very angry, and the expression on his face fell. The Lord said to Cain, "Why are you angry? Why has the expression of your face fallen? If you do well, will it not be lifted up? If you don't do well, sin crouches at the door. Its desire is for you, but you are to rule over it." Cain said to Abel his brother, "Let's go into the field." It happened when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and killed him. The Lord said to Cain, "Where is Abel your brother?" He said, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" The Lord said, "What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood cries to me from the ground. Now you are cursed because of the ground, which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. From now on, when you till the ground, it won't yield its strength to you. You shall be a fugitive and a wanderer in the earth." Cain said to the Lord, "My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, you have driven me out this day from the surface of the ground. I will be hidden from your face, and I will be a fugitive and a wanderer in the earth. It will happen that whoever finds me will kill me." The Lord said to him, "Therefore whoever slays Cain, vengeance will be taken on him sevenfold." The Lord appointed a sign for Cain, lest any finding him should strike him. Cain went out from the Lord's presence and lived in the land of Nod, east of Eden. Cain knew his wife. She conceived and gave birth to Enoch. He built a city and called the name of the city after the name of his son, Enoch.
Excuse me. Oh, goodness. Sorry. Okay, so key verse. God said, "What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground." So let's talk about some questions to think about. Why might it be a bad idea to make decisions when you're angry? What does this passage say to you about the power of a parent's example? Cain was angry, but he really didn't have a right to be. He made a choice to give something to God that God didn't want. When God honored his brother Abel, but did not honor him, Cain lost it. Maybe he thought he was being creative or generous, but God knew that more than just not listening, Cain made the wrong choice. Then, in his anger, Cain definitely killed his brother. Cain defiantly killed his brother. Excuse me. Think about this. Cain was angry with God, but killed his brother. Putting on our thinking caps. Things don't make sense when you're angry. If he couldn't be angry with God, then he chose to deflect his anger toward the brother who was honored by God. In his uncertain moment, Cain chose Defiant as an ally. He didn't express a hint of remorse. What Cain did to Abel had never happened before. A human had never taken the life of a human. This uncertain moment would have ended differently if Cain had sought God instead of misguided revenge. I also want to point out in these passages that we just read. So in 15, the Lord said to him, therefore, whoever slays Cain, vengeance will be taken on him sevenfold. The Lord appointed a sign for Cain. Think of the word sign. So that anyone finding him would not strike him. The reason why I just want to point out this, that the Lord appointed a sign, is because that there's so much talk about signs of the beast. Okay, so I also have another video about the sign. When, to me, it's a mark. You choose every day a mark. You either pick God's mark or Satan's mark. So you are marked. And God gave a sign, a mark, to, what did he say? To Cain. So whoever wants to take out Cain or does any harm to Cain, then God chose that there would be vengeance upon him. So yes, there are signs. There are marks. And you have to choose which mark you want. You can either take the poisonous mark of Satan. Again, the want, you have to want that mark. Or you have to want God's glorious mark that's gonna, bless you and everything like that. So I just wanted to point that out. Anyways, let's go into prayer. I don't want to make life-changing decisions when I'm angry. Lord, you don't want me to make decisions when I'm upset. Help me stop assuming I have to retaliate when someone hurts me. Let me express remorse when I sin and refuse to blame someone else for my choices. I have been uncertain and I will be again. I want to make choices that honor you and reflect this new life you've given to me. I think this is a wonderful prayer from the author. So again, I hope and I pray for everybody. So may this, I don't ever know what's going to come out. So I just want to put that out there. I am a tool for the Holy Spirit to use as he sees fit. So that is exactly what I'm doing. I don't know the outcome or what's this for. But actually, I've been feeling a lot of this because I feel like right now he's letting me what's going on in my life and what I need to be thinking about. So this is wonderful, wonderful knowledge, wonderful wisdom. So I hope and pray y'all have a blessed day. And let's keep it simple. Let's keep God simple. Simple as that.